Hello, Odie. Say hello. How's Odie doing? Oh, running inside? Are we going inside? Alright, go inside. Go. Nope. Go. Okay, goodbye, Odie. How you guys doing? You're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host. And we're going to do some snow hut tips and my response to Ontario Homestead's challenge to me and a couple other channels to reveal our goals for this year. 3 goals. I think goals that are preparedness, sustainability, and survival related. My 3 goals for this year are fitness, finance, and further education. Sort of fell off the wagon with going to the gym and staying as fit as I can be, so I'm going to get back on that this year. And I've been wanting to do some videos based on such things. So we're going to talk about fitness this year. We're also going to talk about finances because I'm not very good at saving money. And I want to have a positive income stream. I want to diversify my income and I want to talk about such things with you guys. So we're going to do that. And I am lucky enough to have a family member who wants to help finance education for myself and my siblings, and who's even going to throw in a financial bonus if we do it. So I'm going to take advantage of that and take a certification course or a trade school or something like that. So we're going to talk about further education and what you guys can do to further your education. For instance, free online credentials like Google business consulting, like helping people get their businesses put on Google. There's money in that. That's something I'm going to look into. So, my 3 goals: fitness, finance, and further education. On to the snow hut. So, the snow hut's been sitting here today in the sun and getting a little bit crusty. So I went ahead and packed it all down with my shovel and added quite a bit more from the surrounding area. Now, one of the main drawbacks of last year's snow hut was I used stuff that was close to the ground, so I'm actually just scraping the top 8 inches or so and leaving the bottom layer so that there's not a bunch of grass and doggy doo mixed in with my snow hut. So maybe this year I'll be able to sleep in it without completely clogging my sinuses, maybe causing myself a respiratory infection. So as you can see, it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. I think it's already bigger than last year's, and it ain't stopping. So our tips for today: like I said, I let it crystallize and I added more, and all that exposure to the sun is going to cause just a little bit of heat to be trapped in with that snow in little pockets inside there. And as the temperature drops again, that's all going to cause it to recrystallize a little harder in its new position. So I've just been adding more and packing it down as I go. But if you were to do this yourself, you would probably notice as you walked on it that the snow just collapses under your feet, and you can't put your foot right on the edge here, or else this whole bottom part's just gonna be crushed under your weight and the whole pile will fall apart right there. So when you step into this thing, I'll show you right there is the ground edge. I'm putting my foot as high up on it as I can and crunching my foot into there and get my snow up on next to it and sort of hopping up onto the pile. Because if you step too close to the edge, everything just starts going. Now, part of what we need to do is get our shovel, shove it into the pile about as far down as you can. Put your foot in, back behind it a bit, and stomp. Now you have to be real careful because if you push too hard, you're just going to fall through your pile. So you have to keep another foot pretty far back and stomp with this one. what you're doing is you're creating a lower tier of compressed snow. And you just sort of do this up the whole height of the thing, all the way around each layer. Now, this lowers the height of your pile considerably each time you do it. But it's a necessary part of making the outside layer durable as you get higher and higher. So, there you have it. It's above waist high on me right now. We're going to keep going. And hopefully in the next day or so we'll have ourselves a nice little snow hut. Now, obviously, you're not going to have one this size for a survival snow hut. For one of those, what you really need is an ideal snowbank big enough for you to dig into yourself. Maybe sometime this year we'll find one of those. This kind of hut is really the kind of thing that you build with 3 people for them to stay in, because pretty clearly this is a lot more work and a lot more space than one person needs for an overnight survival hut. So mostly the purpose of this is to show you guys how a group of people can build one of these, although I'm forced to do it alone and over a longer span of time. And also just to have a little fun. Anyways, hope you're all doing well. I'd love to hear your goals for this year and how you're doing. Everybody stay safe out there.